Welcome to WesternSlopeNow.com. Meteorologist Russ Pappas here. So this is what we're looking at for this afternoon. So I just want you to keep in mind a couple of things as we go through this web weather. We're looking at the average or the typical afternoon temperature highs for Grand Junction this time of the year. Should be 36. Montrose should be 37. Now, even though I've got Delta and Montrose a little bit more mild than the rest of the locations, the inversions are playing number games. I think we're going to be colder in these locations, and that's something you should count on. Plus, we have a light wind, 10-mile-per-hour wind speeds throughout the day. That's going to create a wind chill effect that's going to lower the temperatures. It's going to feel a lot colder. Plus, we have partly cloudy skies today, so it's not the ideal bluebird day, or even on Monday when we had those thin high clouds moving through. What we do have is some active weather that is going to be moving through. That's going to help us kick these inversions out of the area. First up, we have a winter storm warning in pink for Steamboat Springs. These are the mountain zones in Routt County above 9,500 feet in elevation. And above that elevation, you're to expect some very strong winds. And then, of course, another foot to 2 feet of snow. Into the other color, that's a winter storm watch. That's for Eagle County, Pitkin County, and the Flat Tops, Vail, Aspen, Summit County. These areas are going to pick up a half a foot to a foot and a half of snow, also with the wind gusts. That's going to be a problem. So if you're traveling over the I-70 corridor to get back and forth from Denver, oh, yeah, you might want to rethink that because you're going to be stuck with traffic, with accidents, with low visibility, snow, falling snow, especially over the mountain zones. Not so much for Grand Junction and Montrose, though we do hang on to a slight chance of snow showers Wednesday evening into Thursday morning. Later this afternoon, I expect the mountain zones to the north and into the central areas to start with the snow, and the snow should fall through Thursday morning, but the storm watches and the storm warnings go through Thursday night. So we have a couple systems that are coming at us from the Pacific Northwest. This first one, which put our cloud coverage in and started the wind machine up top. We're only going to be breezy down low. We're not going to get too windy down low, and I think that's a good thing because that would make our wind chill feel even worse. But once we get into Thursday, the second half of the system swings through fully. It gets pushed further south than previously anticipated. That's why we had the expansion of the winter storm watch, and that's why there's a little bit more snow for the central and even into the southern mountains. But again, this is a central and northern mountain snow maker, and we're going to see the deeper totals in those areas. By default, though, this will create mixing in the atmosphere, and we should get these inversions knocked out. I think it'll be hard to find a 30-degree reading in Grand Junction this afternoon, but we're on the forecast board with it. We do have improvements this morning over yesterday morning. We will have improvements tomorrow morning over today. And starting Wednesday, we should achieve near average temperatures, lows and highs for this time of the year, thanks to the inversions getting kicked out, getting mixed up with these weak little systems passing through. Again, these are not direct impacts to the state as a whole, just small little portions of our mountain zones and not all elevations. So if you're above 9,500 feet, that's where you're going to get most of the impacts. We're dealing with clouds today. We're dealing with cold temperatures today. We do have inversions. I don't think we're going to hit 35 at Montrose. I do think getting into the mid and upper 30s on Wednesday is possible. And then later this week with those mild temperatures in place, I say mild because we're supposed to be in the mid 30s. And I think that's possible because when we do these systems coming through, we will kick up this inversion and we should get back to more normal numbers. Unfortunately, we're going to remain dry, but we do have a slight chance of seeing snow Wednesday night.